Okay. Hey guys. Yeah, it's me, Mike D57S. I know. Yeah, it's been so long. Yes, I've uploaded those trips of my England video. It depends on what videos I'm uploading, because my computer has been having some problems actually, importing the videos into my, well, computer. So, so depending on whenever this is going to be uploaded, I decided to get to a review that while I have the chance, I'll get to it right now. This, of course, is... Oh, let me just turn on my fan. This, as you can see right now, I actually have with me a new model. Yeah, I know, it's been like, what, how long has it been? 2 years since Oliver, yeah, I think it was Oliver, that I've had a new model on my layout, and you're looking at her right now. It was one of those models that was released at the same time Oliver was, and even if Oliver's model wasn't that good, this model is. It's Rosie. Yeah, that's right, you guys. I actually got Bachmann Rosie, and I know what you're thinking, but you never really were that? Yeah, I know, I wasn't that big of a fan of Rosie, but it was apparently last year, in 2018, I actually have been deciding, you know what, she isn't really that bad. It was when I was doing those engines together, like character promos from the face up, like from the very front of them, I've been deciding, you know what, Rosie, she isn't really that. Well, she wasn't bad, no, but I felt like maybe I really haven't been appreciating her that much. Especially, and this is where I'll get to the opinions on the character right now, because you guys will want to know what my full opinions on Rosie are. Well, at first, she was a character I was mixed on. I did admit maybe she was just a bit annoying in the first episode where she would just, follow Thomas everywhere she went, even though I'm not really a big fan of the Sharon Miller era that much. But yeah, I have began to like her, and I did see, of course, the episode in Season 21. That was one of the few times where I saw, and yes, it's the one where, Rosie, of course, is repainted red, and James wants to, race her. I can't remember the name of that episode, and not like I would care, because Season 21 would pretty much be the last time we'd ever have something good from Thomas, because trust me, I did not see anything from the series, just so that way I wouldn't, because I am not going back to those old days where I used to rant like a deranged maniac on the internet about the series. And as much as I dislike what's become of the series now because of Mattel's selfishness, I won't rant about it anymore. But I haven't really seen that many new episodes, so you ask me a question or tell me anything, I don't know that much, because I completely boycotted the series. I gave up on it just so I could save my stress levels from getting high. I mean, I've been stressed plenty of times, but it's one of the few times, for me, so that way I want to get so angry. So, yeah. Hopefully, if the series ever goes back to the roots it has been, I really hope that this isn't, because I'm surprised a lot of people appreciate it. But that's aside the point right now, and I'm not going to get off topic. So, yes, I really do like Rosie now, and I actually decided to get the lavender livery, because as it's been announced that Rosie will actually be released in her new cherry red livery, that will be coming out, this year, and it's hard to believe that's the case, because this model of Rosie was released way back in 2017, which was the same year where she got repainted red, and, of course, was actually given development, and now, I believe, 2 years later, here in 2019, we actually got the announcements of the Red Rosie only now. So yeah, Bachmann, what the absolute hell? Because I didn't think they were ever going to do different variations on characters. Oh, but I know what you guys are going to be asking me, and that really depends on the video I will be uploading, but I will let you guys know what I think of the Bachmann Daisy and the Peter Sam model very later. I'll explain that later. Okay, so yes, it's really hard to believe that's the case, that they actually, got to Rosie, well, the red Rosie just now. But I really like the lavender, because I just feel like it makes her stand out from, the other engines. And also, I have to admit, it's kind of cute. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this model of Rosie, I have to admit, is actually kind of adorable looking. Seriously, she just looks so cute. Okay, that sounds so weird of me, because I'm a guy talking about this. Alright, but aside the point right now, I do like the, I don't really dislike the red livery. It's not bad. In fact, I do like it, but, I don't know, it's just that, like, I don't want to have too many of the engines in the same color, like, all too much, so at least this helps her stand out just a little bit. And hey, at least it actually, is able to defend the stereotypes of girls liking pink when Rosie's actually a tomboy. Okay, so let's get to the point right now. So the model of Rosie... Oh, crap, the lamp fell off. I don't know exactly what to say, except Bachmann actually did a pretty good job, especially given that Rosie, is an American engine technically. As we all know, she is based off of a Southern Railways USA dock tank, the same class of engine that was actually made to replace the locomotive Thomas was based off of, the London, Brighton, and South Coast Railway E2 class. But apparently, the Southern Railway tanks were also replaced by the BR's Class 07, Salty's class. What a small world this is. Okay, so we got every detail on Rosie right. They, of course, got everything from the old livery. The white panels, or gray, I'm not really sure which, with the red borders on them, the red cab windows. We have, of course... Her buffers are actually a little bit shorter and more flat when molded right into the buffer beams. Of course, here is the cab detail. Alright, I'm not sure if the camera can focus in on it that much, but yeah, here's Rosie's cab. They actually, have a little, footplate, kind of like the big engines do. So yeah, I really give them credit. That's something you never really get. I'm surprised they actually gave Rosie an extra cab space, kind of like how Hornby did their model. So I think she would be the first tank engine that ever has those. Yes, so we even have this strange thing on top of her cab roof. I'm not sure what that is. We, of course, have the realistic coal load on the back of her bunker in the right spot. And I don't know what this is, though. Of course, we even have the step ladders. And here are the wheels. I really give credit to how they did the wheels on Rosie. Oh, hold on. Just so nothing gets in the way. Alright. Yes, it's pretty much like they got the rods in the right place. And, of course, there's the white rim around the red wheel. Though, it's not a nitpick, though, but it's also... I mean, this is just a nitpick. Not for this model, but also for the actual model of Rosie in the series. I know that the characters are not supposed to be, totally based on the actual engine, but I've seen, the actual picture of a Southern Railways USA dock tank, and those engines actually had an extra rod at the end connecting to here, and I guess they just wanted to make things simpler when they made the model of Rosie at the time. So yeah, I don't really know why they did that. But yeah, at least the rods here are actually good. I mean, hell, my own drawing of Rosie, I actually plan to actually give her those extra rods, so that way she'll look accurate to a dock tank in general. Okay, so we have the other details. We, of course, have the 3 domes, as, after all, Rosie is an American engine, and, of course, these were the kind of American engines that were brought to the United States during the war, the Second World War. No, what am I saying? These were engines that were, sold off from the United States to help out, to pretty much help out Britain during the Second World War, yes. Excuse me for a second, my nose is getting stuffy. Sorry guys, I just needed a little break. Okay, so, yes, I really do like, how they got the 3 domes on Rosie, in the right spot, as, after all, she's an American engine. And, of course, the same with Porter, even though I'm not really a big fan of that character. Of course, we have them in the right size and width. Of course, these two, of course, are the... I believe they're the sand domes, I think, because I remember American engines have sand domes. Or, I don't know. I mean, I may be an American myself, but I honestly am not too familiar, because I'm mostly interested in British railway classes more than American. Not that I dislike American, because after all, that's what I grew up on. Because, well, I'm from the U.S., so of course I, think American engines are great. They're more in second place for me. Of course, so yeah, these are the sand domes, and this, of course, this thick one is obviously the steam dome. So I give them props for getting the domes right. Here we have, I mean, hell, at least it's better than the Bachmann Oliver's dome. Ugh. Alright, so here we have the gold boiler bands on Rosie. They're molded on, they're painted in the right color. We have the cab windows, and of course, as we all know, she only has this one whistle like that. And here's the step ladder. I think I already went through there. Yeah, I did. And we have this little line, this running board here. I'm not sure what that is, but yes, that's in the right spot right under Rosie, and the rest of the details on this character. Yeah, honestly, it's hard to say what there is, given that Rosie, you know, hasn't really been modified that much, so honestly, I don't know what to say, except she looks pretty accurate to her model, you know, counterpart, and even her CGI counterpart, you know, given the face. We'll get to that later. We have the two cab windows. I like how they're in the right spot, too. Now we'll get to the front of Rosie. I'll just, get to this first. Yeah, I might as well. I actually used one of my headlamps and decided to have her, you know, permanently have this, like, headlamp on her. And this is, of course, due to the actual series, you know, because I really liked how you know, starting from Season 17, where they actually gave her that gold headlamp on her that, you know, really made her stand out. And I really don't know why Bachmann really didn't do that, because as far as I recall, Bachmann mostly bases these characters mostly off of not just the TV series, but really more their recent appearances in the TV series. As after all, they hardly know about the show that much. They just, you know, make the models. But I'm not going to be rude. That's enough of those criticisms I made. I'm not going to go through that anymore. So let's just get to the good stuff here. So yeah, I gave her this little headlamp, and here we have her funnel. I really love the way they, like, molded the funnel. It's, like, really, like, tall and very thick, and also the flat here on the cowl, that's what it's called, is also very flat, too. What else is there to say? We even have the front here with her, splashers, I think they're called. No, her cylinders connecting right to here and to the pistons. And hey, what's this? Yeah, for some reason mine has this mark right on the lines here. I don't know why. Okay, so we have the rest of those. The cylinders are good. We have the buffer beam, and of course, the buffers are flat, just like the actual model is. We have the coupling hook, and we have the foot plate. Like, that's also well in proportioned. Like I said, there's really not that much to say about her, except they really got mostly everything on Rosie. So, there's really not that much to complain about. So yeah, here, of course, is... Oh, man, where did I put the lamp? Alright, here it is. Here, of course, is the face. I can't say anything else except it's a really good rendition, and I don't really mind her face being CGI. I mean, I would for the classic series characters, but the CGI characters, or new series characters, it's nothing too much. And plus, it's kind of adorable. I mean, seriously, it looks so cute. Like, you know, with the lip gloss, the lipstick, the little freckles, the eyes, and, of course, the really thin eyebrows. And yeah, I know that the recent model of Rosie, the red one that is, doesn't really have lip gloss on her anymore, but I kind of wish it did, because it looks so cute looking. I sound so weird that I'm talking about that, you know, because I'm a guy. Okay, let's just, yeah, now let's just do a little test run on Rosie. I'm actually gonna just pause the video so I can give her a train. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod, so I'm gonna just have to hold the camera, so excuse me if I'm being shaky. Okay, so here's the best I did. I didn't get all my trucks, but for the most part, I really do like, you know, that she's able to pull them very well for the most part, because I remember she's pretty strong, as I remember the dock tanks themselves are actually a lot stronger than the E2, so I'm gonna give you a test run and show you how that is. There she goes. Alright, I'm gonna run her at full speed. Well, not fully, but... Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, she's pretty strong. I didn't give her all my trucks again, but... Yeah, she can actually pull that much. I tried to have her pull all 3 of my express coaches, but without any luck, it didn't really work, as she wasn't really that strong to pull them, and I was going to have her do that because she's a shunter. Alright, so there she goes, down the line. I'll give her one more run, and then we'll stop her right then and there. Alright, I think I'm done. And yeah, like I said, there's really not that much I can say about, well, this model of the character. Like, they got her well in proportion, and that's hard, because I wasn't a fan of this character at first. I never really disliked her. I was just more used to her. Well, I could have said that earlier. But it doesn't matter now. So yes, for Rosie's model, I decided I am not going to hesitate and give her a full 10. Yeah, you heard me right, guys. I'm going to give Rosie a full 10 out of 10. I don't really think that there's anything wrong with her that much. I think that the model, for the most part, is pretty damn good. I don't really know what else there is to say, because they got pretty much everything in proportion to how she looks in the show, or how she did, considering that she only had this livery for, like, 9 years. Just 9. And then, well, for the past 2 years, we've had the red livery. But as for you guys wondering, do I plan to get the red livery? To be honest, no. Not that I dislike it. Again, it's not that I dislike it, but it's just more, I already have, like, Rosie, so what's the point of 1 if I'm going to get 2? Okay, I know everyone gets different variations of characters, but regardless, though, I really just want to just stick with having just 1 model of a character, especially since I like this livery more. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, but before I do, and let me just put the headlamp back on. Before you guys, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking me left, right, and center, and will not stop either. What are my thoughts on the Bachmann Daisy? Well, I was honestly really surprised to hear about this. Yeah, I didn't really think, but oh man, they are. And even despite some of the negative things, I will say, Mattel, Bachmann, thank you guys. I am so happy that we're finally going to be getting classic series characters again. Oh, but not just that. The fact that we're going to be getting Daisy, especially given that she was a character that was on a lot of people's lists, especially since she's been around ever since her reintroduction way back in 2015. And also, it's been a while since we've had any classic series characters, especially mostly for the HO range, because most of the Audrey characters that we've gotten now have gone to the HON 30, as we've gotten lately with Peter Sam, we've heard, yeah. So, yes, it's really awesome that we're finally going to be getting, like, Daisy, and that also means we're finally going to be completing the Farquhar engine branch line fleet. We also, but then again, it's the TV series universe, so why should that matter? But regardless, though, it also means that we're going to be completing the big diesels. Well, not completing, but it's the start, because we never really had any of the big diesels in either Bachmann or Hornby, so that's a start, and I'm really impressed. So if Bachmann Daisy finally comes out soon, I definitely plan to get her. Hell, I definitely hope to, be able to get Bachmann Paxton, and hopefully Spencer when that finally comes. But he's expensive, so it's going to be pretty hard. So you guys will be, will be betting I will be getting Bachmann Daisy, and yeah, she will be in her CGI render, but that doesn't matter, because Daisy's model in the CGI series is actually one of the good renders that we've actually gotten, so no big deal. Alright, so I'll see you guys later, because my voice is actually getting wasted right now. I'll see you guys very soon, and I promise, if possible, I will upload any more, trips to my European trip. That didn't come out right, I thought. But yeah, I'll definitely get more videos for my Europe trip very soon. So, see you later, guys. Take care.